Hello and welcome to Wise Women Wednesdays. I'm excited again to be here to pour out to you guys what God has poured into me. And so today I want to just talk a little bit about mental health. Talking about mental health, talking about the mind, the things that affect us mentally. And so as I begin to read and study the Word of God, I begin to think about the people of God and the people of God that have this stigma against mental health. As we look around us, we see so many people are dealing with mental health, but yet and still we refuse to deal with it in the house of the Lord, or we refuse to deal with it, period, in our life and our families. We refuse to deal with mental health. So I asked myself, and I asked you guys this question: why do we feel like mental health is so bad? Why do we run from mental health? Why do we run from medication? Why do we run from different things? But when it comes to our physical health, we're always in the hospital, at the doctor's office, but we can't deal with mental health. And when somebody says I'm dealing with my mental health, and we tend to think that they're crazy, or they're dealing with some issues that are unattainable. Well, I wanted to just break down mental health awareness just a little bit today, dealing with mental health. And so as I begin to read the Bible and I studied on different prophets and special people in the Bible, they also dealt with mental health. One in particular that comes to mind is Job, the guy who God said, had no wrong and was this amazing guy. When trials and tribulations came his way, which the Lord promised us that we would have, he had a hard time dealing with it. And so as I listened to his story, I'm like, okay, he was in despair. He wanted to take his own life. He couldn't deal with it. That is simply mental health. That's the things that we deal with on a daily in regards to mental health. So as I begin to study mental health, and I'm thinking, what is mental health? It's simply thoughts, emotions, behaviors that we have that other people may not have, or other people may not acknowledge that they have, or they're not dealing with. But as mental health professionals, they go out and they try to help people with their thoughts, their mind, their thinking, their emotions, their behaviors upon themselves, or behaviors towards others. And so when you think about mental health, all of us have touched it on some time in our life. Our thoughts, our behaviors, the way we do things are abnormal, but yet and still we don't seek assistance. So I want to take the stigma off mental health. If you know anybody who's dealing with a mental health illness, just go ahead and witness to them, minister to them, and let them know it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. It means that you're dealing with something that God said that we were going to deal with in the Bible. Not just Job. You think about David, who dealt with mental health illnesses. You talk about Peter, anger problems, and all this. Paul. We all are good. Even Jesus, he dealt with mental health. When you think about him at the when he cried out before God and saying, God, if this is not your will, take this cup from me. He was dealing with his thoughts, his mind, his emotions. That's what mental health is. I want to just encourage somebody out there today who's dealing with mental health and is afraid to go get help. If you had a traumatic experience in your life, if you've been raped, if you've been molested, if you've been, went through a divorce, if you lost a child, if you, lost a loved one, anything that has been traumatic in your life, something that made a difference in your life, take the time out to talk to somebody. Take the time out to, take care of your mental status. We can become great people in society if we take care of our physical as well as our mental. So today, on this Wise Women Wednesday, look at somebody, look around you, and just say, we all deal with different issues, but at the same time, it doesn't make one of us greater than the other. So listen to people. Somebody may be coming to you wanting to talk about issues, suicidal issues. Job said he wanted to kill himself. He thought about, why am I even born? If you want to read the story of Job, go back to Job chapter 30 and read the whole story of how he was going through things. And the whole book of Psalms talks about how David was going through different things. So get into the Word of God and know that, if they did it way back in the Bible days, the Bible said that there's nothing new under the sun. That means that we're all going through same things, and we're going to go through things, but we have to take time out to meditate, not only on the Word, but meditate, relax, enjoy life again, and, just deal with your whole body, not just your physical. And I want to thank you guys for listening on this Wise Women Wednesdays. Please like, share, and comment, and let people know that it's okay to deal with issues in life as long as you get help. So thank you again. Be blessed. share this video, and talk to you next Wednesday, same time.